Once upon a time, love meant butterflies, sweaty palms, and agonizing over what to wear on a first date. Now, love means not minding that someone falls asleep halfway through the movie you picked, and maybe even covering them with a throw blanket before finishing the popcorn alone. Let's be real, dating, relationships, even companionship all shift with age. By the time you're 50, 60, 70, or beyond, the checklist gets a total makeover. The must-haves from your 20s. Most of them have retired, just like your tolerance for drama. Gone are the days of swiping right based on biceps or books collections. These days, it's more like, he flosses without being told, swoon. She didn't roll her eyes when I told that same story for the third time. That's a keeper. And while both older women and men are looking for meaningful connection, they often approach it from different emotional landscapes. What a woman finds comforting, a man may find mysterious. What he hopes for, she may have left behind 3 relationships ago. So today, let's have a little fun and maybe get a little honest as we explore what older women and men really want in a partner. Not the airbrushed rom-com version, but the late life, lower back pain, bring your own readers to dinner version. And spoiler alert, it's not about sparks anymore. It's about safety, sanity, and whether they remember your dog's name without being reminded. Before we dive in, if you find comfort in honest conversations like this, hit subscribe. We share stories that don't just pass time, they help make sense of it. Let's rewind for a moment. Dating back then, whether then was the 70s, 90s, or even 2008, had its own set of rules and thrills. You wanted someone exciting, charming, a little dangerous maybe, someone who made your heart race. Now, you want someone who doesn't make your blood pressure spike. Let's compare. Then, he plays guitar and drives a convertible. Now, he can still drive at night and remembers to check his tire pressure. Then, she's mysterious and spontaneous. Now, she texts when she gets home, takes her vitamins, and doesn't hide Amazon boxes. You used to want someone who made your heart skip a beat. Now you want someone who knows the signs of a stroke. And that's not a bad thing, because while the urgency of youth was all about fire, the wisdom of age understands the beauty of a steady flame. Someone who shows up, who makes you feel seen, who understands that love doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. And best of all, you no longer waste time on people who make you feel small, confused, or constantly on edge. You've got enough edge just trying to keep your cholesterol in check. Let's start with her. By the time a woman reaches her 50s, 60s, or 70s, she has likely lived through enough real-life plot twists to fill a whole season of a prestige drama. She's navigated family, careers, maybe divorce, maybe widowhood, maybe singlehood so long that she's become her own favorite dinner date. She has seen things, she knows things, and most of all, she no longer wastes her time. So what does she look for in a partner now? Emotional maturity, aka no more man babies. She wants someone who can sit in a difficult conversation without melting like an ice cube in July. She's not here to decode mood swings or play guess what's wrong. If there's tension, say it. If you're tired, rest. If you're upset, use your words. Not the silent treatment, followed by 3 passive-aggressive sighs. She doesn't need a mind reader. She needs a grown-up who knows the value of an apology, a grown-up who knows that sometimes "I hear you" is more important than "I agree with you." a grown-up who owns his stuff, both the emotional kind and the storage unit kind. 2. Peace over passion. But passion's still nice. Yes, passion is still welcome, but not at the cost of her sanity. She wants to feel desired, not dizzy. She's had enough roller coasters. What she's looking for now is a smooth ride and a scenic view. Someone who knows how to kiss her and let her nap. The sexiest trait to her now? Someone who doesn't raise her cortisol levels. 3. Real presence, not performances. She's over charm for charm's sake. The guy who's amazing for the first 2 months and then slowly turns into a ghost with a gym membership. Hard pass. She wants presence, the kind where he's not scrolling through his phone while she talks, the kind where he remembers her sister's name, or at least tries to, the kind where he shows up for the little things, the dentist ride, the morning coffee, the "hey, thinking of you" text that isn't a group message gone wrong. 4. Health conscious, but chill. No one's expecting a triathlete, but someone who takes care of himself is a big win. He doesn't need six-pack abs. She's thrilled if he can carry groceries without grunting too loudly. Take your meds, walk a little. Maybe don't eat hot dogs 3 days in a row. That's all she's asking. Bonus points if he knows what a probiotic is and isn't weird about fiber. Kindness. That's baked in, not performative. She's not impressed by performative acts. A guy who tips well, but is rude to the waiter, disqualified. The kind of kindness she craves now is quiet, sturdy, consistent. He notices she's cold and brings her a sweater. He lets her finish her sentence. He brings her coffee without asking how she takes it, because he already knows. That's romance right there. Not flowers once a year, but consideration every day. A man with his own life. She doesn't want to be someone's everything. She wants to be someone's something beautiful. She wants a man who already has meaning, hobbies, maybe a woodshop in his garage or a weekly poker night. Someone who doesn't cling or expect her to fill all his emotional gaps. She wants interdependence, not dependency. Let's put it this way. She wants to be wanted, not needed. There's a difference, and she's old enough to know it. Now let's talk about him. By the time a man reaches his 60s or 70s, he's likely been through some things too. He's worked hard, failed a little, succeeded a little more, carried responsibilities, missed a few chances, and hopefully learned a few lessons along the way. Some the hard way, some from late-night documentaries he didn't finish. He's no longer looking to impress. He's looking to feel at peace, in his own skin, and with the person sitting across the table. So, what does he want now? To be seen, without having to shout for it. He may not say it out loud, but he wants to feel recognized, not just for what he does, but for who he is. Noticed when he's quiet, appreciated when he's helpful, respected for the life he's lived, even if he's not flashy about it. He doesn't want applause. He just doesn't want to feel invisible. 2. Lightness without the baggage. He's had his share of heavy, financial stress, loss, strained relationships, knee replacements. He's looking for someone who can still laugh, still find joy in the little things, and who doesn't carry a chip on her shoulder the size of a Buick. He doesn't expect perfection. He just wants light conversation that doesn't turn into an emotional minefield. A walk on the beach without walking on eggshells. Someone who can enjoy the moment without dragging every ex-husband or unresolved family feud into it. 3. A friendship first. Flirting optional but appreciated. Believe it or not, he's not always chasing fire. He's chasing comfort, with a touch of fun. He wants someone he can joke with, share meals with, maybe bicker over crossword puzzles with. A friend, a companion, a partner in crime, but only the mild-mannered, we're home by 9 kind. That being said, yes, he'd still like to feel attractive. Maybe his hair's gone AWOL, and maybe his abs moved to early retirement, but he still wants a partner who makes him feel a little sexy, even if he's wearing orthopedic shoes and a hearing aid. 4. Shared rhythms, not constant stimulation. He doesn't need thrill, he needs fit, not in the gym sense, though that's great too, but in lifestyle. Can you enjoy quiet together? Does she like Sunday mornings without plans? Is she okay watching the same movie for the 6th time and pretending to be surprised? The older he gets, the more value he places on a relationship that feels like putting on your favorite old hoodie. Soft, familiar, comforting, and not trying too hard to be anything it's not. 5. A woman with her own compass. He may have once wanted someone who needed him. Now, he admires a woman who knows who she is and where she's going. Someone who doesn't need his permission or his protection, but values his presence. Someone who brings her own fullness, her own wisdom, her own stories. A woman with substance, not just sparkle. He doesn't want to be her project. He wants to be her partner. And here's the secret. He wants to be useful. Not used, but useful. To carry the groceries, to help fix the wobbly chair, to make her laugh on a hard day. He wants to contribute something meaningful, even if it's just cutting mangoes the way she likes them. Now here's the beautiful part. Despite all the differences in how they express it, what older women and men want in a partner is often remarkably aligned. Beneath the surface, they're not chasing youth or fantasy anymore. They're looking for something far more powerful, a safe place to land, a hand to hold without having to explain too much, a love that doesn't demand performance, but invites peace. So where do they meet? 1. They want peace, not perfection. After all the striving, both men and women want a relationship that feels like an exhale, not a thrill ride, not a tug of war, just ease. Someone who doesn't nitpick, who doesn't keep score, who says, you take the last piece of pie and means it. They're not asking for perfect people. They're asking for safe ones. 2. They want laughter that feels like home. Laughter becomes sacred, not the polished performance kind, the in the kitchen kind, the we both forgot what we walked into the room for kind, the remember when we locked the keys in the car again kind. They want someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously, because life's been serious enough already. At this point, a shared laugh is foreplay. 3. They want to be understood, not fixed. Older men and women both want to feel accepted exactly as they are. Not younger, not thinner, not more exciting or easier to love. They want a partner who gets their quirks, their pacing, their routines. Someone who doesn't try to change their music taste, their wardrobe, or the way they load the dishwasher. And if they do, at least they laugh about it. It's not about fixing, it's about fitting in a gentle, lived-in kind of way. 4. They want loyalty and light. Trust matters more than ever. Not just fidelity, but emotional consistency. Showing up, following through, being the kind of person who says what they mean and means what they say. They want light, yes, but they want it steady. Someone who can ride the boring Tuesdays with them. Who doesn't flinch when health gets shaky. Who sees aging not as a burden, but as a shared journey. In the end, love in our later years isn't about fireworks or fancy gestures. It's not about chasing or conquering. It's not even about being chosen. It's about choosing each other, deliberately, peacefully, and with eyes wide open. Because by now, you've seen enough to know. Romance isn't built on grand entrances or candlelit speeches. It's built on the everyday. The way they remember to warm up your side of the bed. The way you remind them, gently, where they left their glasses. The way a quiet evening with soup and silence feels like safety, not loneliness. You've earned this kind of love, not because you were perfect, but because you've grown. Because you've loved, lost, learned, and kept your heart open, even when it was easier to close it. If you're partnered, maybe this reminded you what's truly beautiful about what you've built. Something real, steady, and still evolving. If you're still hoping to meet someone, remember, it's not too late. In fact, it might just be right on time. Because now you know who you are. Now you're not looking to be completed, you're looking to be understood. And that's where the good stuff lives. So we'll end with this. Love at this stage isn't about proving your worth, it's about offering your peace. Has what you look for in a partner changed over time? What matters most to you now? And if this video resonated, if you saw a little of yourself in these words, hit that like button, subscribe, or share it with someone who understands that love gets wiser, better, and maybe even a little funnier with age. Thanks for watching, and here's to love that shows up in all the quiet, steady, beautiful ways.